Welcome to the Benefits and Stories About Diamond Painting series. In this series, it is real life stories that are emailed to me about diamond painting. I truly believe that there is more to diamond painting. It could help with physical therapy, hand-eye coordination, mental illness, anxiety, dyslexia, so like learning disabilities as well. And I just want to remind people that the importance of this is sometimes more than just enjoying a hobby. So, and let me dive into these 3 stories I got for you today. This first one also sent 2 pictures, so I will throw that up on screen at some point, probably closer to the end of her story. It says, "Hello Marissa, I am extremely new to diamond painting and on my 3rd one now. I have many other creative hobbies as well. It runs in the family. All of my friends' parents knew that if their child came to them last minute saying they had a project due, they could call my mom and we could have everything they need without having to go to the store, which was good considering it was usually late at night. My mother passed away in 2019. In March of 2020, my company decided to perform a reorganization of employees. I was informed that if I wanted to stay with the company, I would have to move to Colorado. I am a born and bred East Texan, so in October 2020, I moved. Very difficult to move during a pandemic. I have battled anxiety, depression, and OCD for the majority of my life. I finally saw a psychiatrist when I was in college. Moving brought up some bad depression. I was able to find a good primary care and we were able to regulate it with meds. In October 2023, I did something I didn't think I would ever do. I quit smoking. Congratulations, I quit smoking too. It's so freaking hard. I'm so proud of you. I still wasn't getting out much. We had an outbreak of COVID here around that time and I didn't want to get it. So much for that idea. I got COVID from a coworker in March of this year. Thank the Lord I had quit smoking. I was out of work for a little over 2 weeks. I was never really back to good health. In May, my health started to deteriorate. I had trouble focusing, memory issues, and inability to complete a simple task. Combine that with OCD and I was going nuts. Then my depression and anxiety reared their ugly heads. Out of the blue, I was in a mental state that I swore I would never reach again. I immediately spoke with my primary care and was put on a medical leave for long COVID. I was also diagnosed with adult onset ADHD. I tried painting, sketching, knitting, puzzles, etc. All of my creative activities to help with the anxiety and depression. Nothing was working. I turned into a pincushion and had all of these tests run. So I found out that long COVID is inflammation. Mine was in my brain and respiratory system. Luckily, at the end of June, we were able to find medications that combat the depression and most of the anxiety, but the OCD and ADHD were killing me. I could not complete any task that I started, partly because I was weak, lightheaded, and lacking oxygen, but also because I couldn't stay focused. My house was a disaster, and I have always kept an immaculate house until now. So I still watch a lot of YouTube videos, and one of the diamond painting AMSR shorts came on. It made me think, could this hobby possibly help me with my ADHD and OCD? So I ordered a kit off Amazon. For the first time in 3 months, I was able to clean my entire kitchen without getting sidetracked. It was amazing. It also helps with the focus and memory issues as well. I am recovering at a faster rate now. I finished a 70 by 40 centimeter in a week. I am still on leave from work, so I worked on it every day while I watched the Olympics. I finished a 30 by 40 and am currently working on another 30 by 40. I am sticking with the cheaper side for now, medical bills and all, but I can definitely see myself progressing to the better quality ones later. I have attached my 2 complete paintings. Just warning, my favorite movie genre is horror and my favorite holiday is Halloween. Enjoy. Thank you for your time and your content. new subscriber, Allison Schaefer, at AK Spook. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for sending that in. This is exactly the type of stuff that I want to share and I enjoy sharing because it can really reach someone and make them feel not alone, especially if someone's struggling. So I really appreciate you sending this in, and I really hope you continue to have an upward trajectory in your health, and I wish all of the best and sending all positive vibes your way. All right, and next, and this one is anonymous. And it says, "Good morning. I thought I would share my benefits of diamond painting. I am 39 years old and a mommy of a daughter who is 10. I am also a wife. I was diagnosed with lupus 5 years ago. I also have several other disabilities that cause chronic pain. I have no friends because of my anxiety. I have no family because none of them like my husband. So this gets me to how I started diamond painting. Every hobby I would find, crocheting, reading, etc., my husband would complain about all my time going into such and blah blah. So I just quit. Well, 2 years ago in August, I was really depressed. Just felt useless, unworthy, unlovable. My husband would turn the TV on at 5 p.m. and if I tried to talk to him, he would get all pissy about him trying to watch TV. So I just sat there. I got some Ibotta money and I decided to order something off of Amazon. It was a turtle diamond painting. I was hooked. My husband complained and he bitched constantly about how much time I put towards diamond painting, but it made me happy and I would drift away into my own world in the evenings and watch YouTube videos and diamond paint. I guess after about 6 months, he finally realized I was not going to stop and he started supporting me with diamond painting because now he basically gets to do whatever he wants because that gives me the time to do what I enjoy. Every once in a while, when he's in a good, lovey mood, he will surprise me and let me order from a premium company. Most of the time I order from Temu. I have had to delete some YouTubers because I understand the whole licensing thing, but there are people out there like me who rely on spare money that may pop up in order to diamond paint. So we have to order from the best place that we can. While dealing with the stress of home depression, anxiety, and pain, diamond painting is a getaway for me. My finished projects are an accomplishment to me. This will sound childish, but the joy I get when my husband actually likes one of my paintings and frames it to hang just makes my heart so full. I freaking love that for you. I get super excited when my husband takes an interest in a painting that I'm doing, or when my mom asked to buy, I didn't sell it to her, don't worry, but I gave it to her so that she could frame a diamond painting and put it up in her house. It feels really good to be able to share that love of a hobby with someone, especially when you put a lot of work into it and it is helping you. I think it just means that much more, and I'm so glad that he does that for you and it makes you feel so fulfilled. So basically, the benefits of diamond painting for me is it keeps me from emotionally just saying screw it. Sometimes I even think, well, I can rock orange, but that won't let me diamond paint. So I choose kindness. I feel you there, girl. Sometimes I think, well, I could just have a mental break and be put in a room all by myself, but I'm sure they won't let me have a diamond painting pen. When I get overstimulated, I think that too. I'm like, and it kind of just grounds me a little bit. So I stay sane. I'm sure you will get it by now. I also want to say that you bring me so much joy and I love your videos. Please keep me anonymous. I mean, I don't know anyone, but the anxiety of me even typing this out is crazy. But I feel safe talking about it with you. Weird. Well, 100% you will be anonymous, and I really appreciate you messaging this in for me. Also, make sure you just spend where your budget allows you to. I understand when people can't buy licensed work. I am not going to judge anyone upon their choices of where they spend their money. That's not my business. I just hope you gain something and fulfill some sort of joy from it, whether it be just because you think it's shiny or pretty, or it helps you with some sort of mental thing, or it might be a physical type of healing that you need to do or help with. So I really appreciate you opening up about that. And, I agree, judgment on whether someone buys licensed or not, that's their prerogative, not yours. And you do what you have to do, and I'm proud of you. This one is the next one. It says, "Hello, Marissa. My feedback to your request for benefits. I am new to responding to YouTube, so I am happy to be able to communicate via email. You may share my content and name. I have various mental health issues, and your video feedback has reminded me that I'm not alone. Thank you. That is one of my goals for this series. Growing up, I loved spending time doing crafts with my father and grandma. I enjoy doing all types of crafts with my daughter and son. My influence on my daughter led to her becoming an art teacher. That is friggin' amazing. I did many crafts, including perler beads, cross stitch, painting, stained glass, candle making, macrame. I did have to look up how to pronounce that, and now I want to look up and see what exactly it is. Anyways, rug hooking and other types. I liked assisting with school projects both at home and school. I was a Cub and Boy Scout leader, and my contribution was teaching various crafts, which included leather projects and wood carving. As the kids grew and left home, I switched to adult coloring books. I was happy with this for a long time, but my arthritis made it difficult to spend time coloring. I recently discovered diamond painting, and it's the perfect craft for me. Just tap and place. It requires no strength or intense gripping on the pens. The occasional use of tweezers is tolerable. I quickly purchased many paintings from Amazon and got sucked into Temu. Both seem to be adequate quality for a beginner. I agree with that, and I think a majority of people start with that, and I think that's a great way to start as an introduction to this hobby. I plan to purchase some higher quality paintings from Amazon since they are still budget friendly. They carry brands that I'm interested in buying, such as Sunature and, of course, DAC. I upgraded my pens and trays, plus purchased various mesh rulers. I have never tried a mesh ruler. I have discovered the rulers work well, but only if your drills are uniform and equal size. I'm trying to create a way to sift and sort. Oh, that's cool. If you do, let me know. I discovered a true ergonomic diamond art pen on Amazon from Cherry Sim store. I'll put that on screen. It comes with 3 metal tips, a single placer, 3-place multi-placer, and a straightener. I first purchased a pink pen and recently bought a gray pen. I use pink as my single placer and gray as my multi. I still use my other pens, especially the straighteners. I don't want to spend time swapping the tips. I love them. Another tip that I wanted to share is that I took permanently labeled 26 trays and bottles for that alphabet and 1 through 9 for numbers. The remaining trays and bottles I left blank to use when the kids have special symbols. I focus on the symbols rather than the DMC codes. I do too. So my kitting up process is much faster and easier for me. Due to my limited workspace, I generally work on a canvas that is 30 by 30, and my largest is 40 by 70. The highest number of drills I have encountered is 35, so my kitting up method is perfect for me. I think that's amazing, especially when you find a system that works best for you. It can make things so freaking snappy. I love that. Finally, my boyfriend suggested that I should create a channel, but that's just not for me. I replied that he could create his own channel. Oh my God, is your gal a diamond painter? Commenting on the number of packages received, unboxings, kitting, whip, WIP, and hours of YouTube videos. LOL. Thank you for your time, and I love your videos. I think it would be hilarious if your boyfriend created a YouTube channel and what's it like on the other side. I think that would be hilarious. Dana, aka Dana Bear. Thank you so much for reaching out. I love this series, and I don't get as many emails as I thought I would, but I'm going to do my best to keep promoting it. Once I get 3 or more, there will be a new video up in it. Let me know if you liked this kind of voiceover style video. I think it makes it a little bit less focused on me. When I was sitting in front of the camera, I just felt I don't know, it felt awkward. So I want to keep it directly and strictly about diamond painting, not so much me reading on camera. Does that make sense, or am I overthinking it? Let me know if I'm overthinking it, and let me know what you prefer. If you want to share your story, you can email me at diamondsandthoughts@gmail.com. And like I said, it could literally just be about anything that is hobby related and the benefits of it. It doesn't even really strictly have to be diamond painting. I just want to spread the awareness about the benefits of having a hobby. It could be a funny story, fun story, anything really. So Thank you for taking the time to listen to this. And also, our deeper dive into the Diamond Painters community survey is live. It is linked down below, and I would love it if you filled it out. You will be anonymous, so we won't know exactly who's responding to it. And on top of that, I would love it if you shared it with your fellow friends or other diamond painters so we can just dive on deep into it. I am so excited to be working with House of Miscellanea with this. I'm having so much fun. I hope you guys have a beautiful day.